Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Colorama in Python. So you're probably wondering what this module does. And it allows you to print stuff in color really easily. So here you see there's this demo script called demo.sh, and someone's run it and kind of shown you all the different colors and things that it does. And this is the same one but run on a Windows machine. And so you can see that it gives you a wide range of colors and it's very cool. So let's use it. So the first thing we need to do is install it. So we can just do pip install Colorama. And you'll see that this has no dependencies at all, and I've already got it installed. So a few things we're going to need. So from Colorama, we're going to import fore, so we can change the foreground, back, so we can change the background, style, so we can change the style, and init. So I guess we can just start by printing fore.red, and that's to be capital, plus hello world, and just run that and see what happens. And you see it's made the text red. One issue though is that it's now made this red as well, which I don't really want. So what we can do is we can say init, and we can set auto reset equal to true. So now it will automatically reset itself. It's just, whoops. It's just that when it resets, it's now resetting itself to red. So I'm going to close that terminal and reopen it. And you can see it's now still working. Another way of doing this is at the end to print fore.reset, and it's reset it. It's left the space though, so we could then just put it here. So at the end we want to reset the foreground, and that works as well. We can do the same with backgrounds. Maybe this time we want it to be in green, and that looks atrocious, but it works. So maybe we want some yellow writing on a green text, so we can then do fore.yellow. And of course we haven't reset the foreground, so we'll put that at the end. We can also have different styles, so if we just print style.bright, and again print hello world and reset at the end. So with style it's called reset all. So in fact if we uncomment that out and take out these two lines, it resets everything at the end, and you can see that one's slightly brighter, and for comparison we can put in the dim one as well, and so you see this one's a bit dimmer. But what if we wanted to know kind of all the choices we could use? Well, for that what we can do is we can if we take foreground, we can print foreground class, and then we can take the dict, which is a magic method, and print the keys. And you see these are all the different colors we could have. So maybe we then want to say, oh look, there's magenta, so we can make the color magenta. And maybe we're not going to have a background, just print magenta. And you see the dim magenta is very hard to read. But you could have loads of fun playing around with this, and if you wanted to display an error message, you could do it red, a warning message, and you could do it yellow, and so on. So there are loads and loads of different colors. What if we want to give our user a bit more flexibility? So maybe instead we're going to have some arguments, so we're going to import argparse, and this just gives them some choice. And so we'll create a parser, and this is an argparse.argument parser. And this is going to be a Colorama demo, so that's the title. And then we want to basically have an argument for the color. So we'll use -c for short. It can be -- color. And the choices, well, what we can do is we can take the for module and again just print the dict.keys, and the default value is reset, and then we just pass the arguments, and then we can just print the dict color. So this is the args.color. So this is the same as, so let's say the color is red, so that would be the same as printing for.red. This is just a way of doing it so that we can take in a string and then put it through here, and then we'll print some text. So maybe the text will just make it lorem ipsum, and then we can print for.reset. So if I just run the program, it's printed in the reset color, so it hasn't done anything. But if I say -c red, it prints it in red, which is nice. And of course I can put the help flag in, and it gives us this whole list of colors. The only thing is, if instead of typing in a capital red, I type in lowercase red, it now says, we've got an error. So maybe it would be nicer if just by default we make everything lowercase. So we kind of want to format this, and it might be nice to just create a general one, so that when we have the other modules, we can just format them all together. Because we need a def. So we're going to take in the module, and we're going to return a list of a map of the lowercase, so this just makes everything lowercase, and if we're taking in the module .dict.keys, so this last bit's just the same, and then here we're just making everything lowercase, so we can just format for, and you see now everything's lowercase, and if we just do -c red, it says we have a key error red, because here we need it to be uppercase. And again, maybe we should make this another function. So we'll call this find, and it will find the item in the module, and we just return the module.dict with the item, except .upper. So then here we can just put in find the args.color in the for module, and that works. And because we've written these two functions, we can adapt our code more easily, and we can just duplicate these. So if we make the background -b, the style -s, note that with style we need to make it reset all, and of course this needs to be style, and this needs to be back. And so we can just again copy this as well, and of course this needs to be args.background and style, the args.style, and do the same with back and style. Except this should be reset all. However, when we run it with the color is red and the background is blue, it's not worked, and that's because the style is reset all. So it's printed it in red, printed blue, and then said reset everything. So we actually want to put this first. And you see, if we then take out these and just, for example, put -s bright, it prints it brighter. Obviously it's not that clear, but if I then put a dim one underneath, you can see it's reset the color, but it's still using the default color. so it's not really an issue. And in fact, if we're using style.reset all, we don't even need this, and it resets it anyway. However, maybe we want to add a last thing, say, this text, maybe we can put the args.text, and we can just add another argument. And we can say, the default is lorem ipsum $sit met. So if we run this, it does that by default. Maybe we want to pick some nicer colors as well. So maybe we want to make the color light green, X, and make the background black. And then this is a bit more friendly on the eyes. And so we can then say that we want the text, and maybe we'll use a double slash just to show how it works. And we can make the text hello world, except that because it's got a space in it, we need the commas. And there we see hello world in light green text on a black background. And of course it would be nice if this were bright. So you can see Colorama is a great module. You can have a lot of fun with it and do some really cool stuff. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, you've learned how to use it, and you'll be able to use it in your own projects. So I'll see you again, same time next week. Till then.